Hello everyone, it's Maki. Today, I'd like to chat about a small topic related to mobile suits. Have you heard of the Arrow Jar Jar? It's a mobile suit that first appeared in the anime series Mobile Suit Gundam ZZ. Operated by the Neo Zeon Forces, it's a high-performance machine. This time, I want to talk about the Arrow Jar Jar and the related video work. Before we dive into the main topic, I have a quick announcement. On my channel, I invite viewers to support me through membership. For 99 cents a month, you can get a name badge and comment stamps. Alright, let's get started. A magazine called Gundam Ace was released in Japan on November 26. Filled with information about the Gundam series, the magazine features a variety of comics. The magazine is also well known for announcing official settings. The popular comic serialized in the magazine just reached its 5th anniversary. The story features Haman Khan, a major character from Zeta Gundam and Gundam ZZ as the protagonist. However, the story is not set in the Universal Century. Instead, it's a comedic story in which Haman and the other characters live in modern society. To celebrate the 5th anniversary, the magazine published a special feature analyzing Haman Khan's character. While reading the feature, I came across a line that really caught my attention. It was a passage about the Arrow Jar Jar. Let's take a look. A mobile suit painted in Haman's personal colors. It was left abandoned together with the Zoku 3 Kai painted in Sha's personal colors. That's the line. It's a very small piece of information, but I found it fascinating. This Arrow Jar Jar appears in a story called Twilight Axis. It is found abandoned inside the Space Fortress Axis. The story follows a team that explores the asteroid Axis after it drifts away from Earth during the climax of Sha's counterattack. The team's main goal is to find the Sotheby, Sha's Noble's final mobile suit. However, during the search, the protagonists are suddenly attacked by a mysterious Gundam, which becomes a pivotal plot point. The mobile suit that appears to fight this mysterious Gundam is the Zoku 3 Kai. It had been modified for Sha's Noble, but it was left unused and abandoned. The team puts it into operation. The Arrow Jar Jar appears during the story's climax. The Arrow Jar Jar has a color scheme similar to those of Haman Khan's mobile suits, such as the Cal-re-A and the Gaza C. A gunpo was released as well, but it never clearly stated that it was Haman's personal mobile suit. Rather, it was left to each viewer to decide, a kind of playful fan service in the form of its colors. However, the latest Gundam Ace feature introduces a new setting that says it was painted in Haman's personal colors. What kind of story does that inspire in your imagination? The creators of the Gundam series are skilled at developing new stories from these small pieces of information. Even in the latest GUNDAM, they incorporated a setting that only appeared in the novel version. A future story featuring the Arrow Jar Jar painted in Haman Khan's personal colors may one day be realized. Now then, are you familiar with Twilight Axis? It's not a well-known title, even among Gundam fans. In fact, some fans may say it's not really their preference. Twilight Axis was released as a film shown alongside Thunderbolt. However, it originated as a novel. The film was originally created as a story based on the novel. In the film though, the story is told in just 26 minutes. because of the many important scenes from the novel, as well as the backgrounds of the characters and organizations, had to be omitted. For viewers who watch Twilight Axis without knowing the story beforehand, the film left the impression that you can't even tell what the main theme is supposed to be. Many fans felt that the action scenes lacked intensity compared to those in other Gundam series. I agree with that assessment. Still, I'd like to defend this work a bit. Twilight Axis is a project in which animators say Jang Kim took on an extraordinary amount of work. Look for his name in the staff credits. He is credited not only as the director, but also as the person who handled character design, mechanical design storyboards, and direction. He even served as the animation director. On top of that, he worked on the key animation. Key animation consists of drawings that capture the major movements of an animation. Storyboards, on the other hand, show the flow of the entire story and are usually drawn in a simplified form. However, key animation is drawn with the intention of being shown to the audience in the finished project. Based on those completed key drawings, second key animators create the in-between drawings to complete the movement. Mr. Kim handled an astonishing amount of work. While serving as director and overseeing the entire project, he worked as part of each design team and took on frontline duties as part of the key animation team. The reason he took on so much work alone is unknown. It's possible that the company instructed him to produce the project under low-budget constraints. Twilight Axis often receives poor reviews from fans. However, if you closely examine each scene, you'll find some extremely high-quality animation. Mr. Kim has also demonstrated his skills in G-Class as the chief of mechanical design and animation. For many fans, the fact that one staff member carried such a heavy workload may not be important information. However, the truth is that the Gundam series is supported by passionate creators like him. I think he is an amazing staff member. Thank you for watching until the end. See you in the next episode.